right, Mr. Stanton Moore.
Mr. Joe Testa.
Tell us a little something about what you've been doing lately.
Well, I just got here, walked in the door. I was on the Jam Cruise for 5 days, which is something I've done. This was the 10th one, and I just came out of that, and it's great to do that in January every year for the last 10 years. A lot of our friends, and we all are in the Caribbean playing music together, and George Porter from the Meters is there, and we had the Dirty Dozen Brass Band, Carl Denson, Toots and the Maytals. Last year we had Maceo Parker, who's a great horn player who played with James Brown for years. So it's a really fun cruise. I just came off of that, and I'm just kind of catching up with reality. So that's been a lot of fun. I just did a cover shoot actually for Drum Magazine with a brand new kit to coincide with the brand new Galactic record. I've got a new DVD and book project coming out that Mark Wessels wrote this incredible book called The Fresh Approach to Drum Set, and he asked me to do the video elements. So I did that, got the new kit for that project, and then am now debuting it with the new Galactic record. So it's a lot of fun stuff coming up this year. And I also co-produced Anders Osborne's new record. So this year, man, is going to be a lot of fun stuff going on.
So we're in the booth here at Vic Firth with Wuv.
Yes, sir.
So Wuv, give us a little rundown of what you've been doing and what you got coming up in 2012.
2012, actually 2012 is a good year for P.O.D. because we just finished up recording with Howard Benson November, December. So now we're doing mixdown for the new P.O.D. record, which should be coming out late March, early April. So we're excited because it's been about almost 4.5 years, 5 years since we put a record out.
Oh
so
man, that's great. So the record's coming out, and then you got, I assume, a tour coming right up?
Yeah, we got a tour Australia, New Zealand in April, and then after that we'll be touring all over the States.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. Yeah, and what are you going to be swinging?
Oh, you know I'm going to be slinging Vic Firth. Come on now. They've been with me since the beginning. I'm talking, you guys signed me on probably like in '97, and I've been playing Vic Firth ever since.
Awesome.
Ain't a damn thing changed.
Well, we really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. It's good to be here always.
Awesome. Thank you. Here with Zach Danziger and Owen Biddle from Mr. Barrington, new band. Tell us what's going on.
What is going on? We're about to get our act together and take our show on the road. That's what's going on.
Tell them a little bit about the new act.
Yeah.
We've been using the SoundPower GB1 mallet on almost everything. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
both the bass and the drum
That's
kit.
really definitive of the sound on the bass and on the drums. Yeah.
Right. Silky smooth.
Yeah.
No, lots of fusion of electronics and acoustics, and you know, we hope to play every night of the week somewhere. Catering halls.
Yeah, well, tell everybody about what you were doing before that you gave up to start this project.
Lord.
I think that's important for people to know how important that is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can start. I had a full-time gig playing drums for bunnies in movies, okay? And while that was lucrative, and I sort of almost got to meet Russell Brand, but it didn't quite happen, I decided maybe I should put my talents towards unfurry things. And we're not using mallets for that reason, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sticks.
GB1.
Okay, what stick are you using now?
Right now, a 3A and a 1A, depending on my mood. I'm kind of, the bead informs me. So if I want a bit more of a lengthy bead, I go 1A. Okay. If I want a bit more, round bead, it's 3A. But they're both working for me.
And what stick do you prefer him to use?
I think we've covered this, yeah.
All right, we got John Lumpkin here in the booth. John, give us a little rundown on how last year went and what you got coming up in 2012.
Well, last year went real good, man. I was able to tour in Japan, like I was telling you before. Be able to do a run with a cat by the name of Hironobu Saito, who's doing his thing in jazz. He lives in New York. Doing a lot of recordings, working with gospel legend on keys, Maurice Rogers, based out of North Carolina. And I'm also doing some work with Leon Timbo, who just got picked up by Tyrese. And his song is actually going to be used in the Barack Obama campaign coming up. And pretty much got a couple of dates coming up with Wallace Rooney, And I also have a date coming up with Gospel Heritage at Old Function, so, and also with Campus Harvest of the Every Nation family. So pretty much, you know, all of that potential stuff happening. It's definitely great importance in my life, you know.
Yeah. And what stick you swinging?
I'm swinging the AJ3, you know, for the straight ahead gigs, you know. That's real light and real crisp and clean for me. I like the way it attacks the ride cymbal. And I also like the way it feels on the drum. And also I'm using the Jeff Lowe Davis stick. It has that little acorn tip and gives me a nice pop. I can really get real beastly with that thing in gospel. So those are the two sticks that I use, by Vic Firth. And thanks, Vic, and Joe.
All right, we're here with the legendary Gregory Co, one of my favorite drummers from Sly and the Family Stone. So Greg, what have you been doing this year, and what do you got coming up next year?
I got back involved with the Family Stone last February.
Nice.
And we've had a great summer and fall. We've been out down in Australia, been to the UK, Ireland, and we're going to continue to do it.
Oh, that's great.
You know, and I'm actually having a ball. I mean, I feel like a kid in a candy store, you know, and we're having a ball. The chemistry is great. The 3 original members, Cynthia, Jerry, myself, and the band, and we got a good crew, and we're having fun. Yeah,
so a lot of good memories.
Yeah, it's great to go out and see all the young, you know, the younger generation reintroduced to the music and into it. I mean, it's amazing, you know.
Oh, that's great. And out of curiosity, just for myself, Andy Newmark and yourself, you guys have a friendship?
Oh yeah, I know Andy.
I would imagine you do, right? I mean, it's kind of a cool.
We stayed in touch over the years. I mean, you know, 10 years will go by and I don't see him.
Yeah.
I don't tell you how old I am, but yeah, it was December of 1966 when we started the group. I was 17 and a half, so that'll put it in perspective. But no, he's in. Last time I talked to him, he was. He's in England. He lives there. Yeah. He's out in the country, I think, on a farm or something like that.
Yeah, he's another Vic Firth guy.
I ran into him here at the NAMM a couple of years ago. He was doing some tribute thing, and I hadn't seen him in 20 years.
Yeah, it was a group night.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, what stick are you playing? Which Vic Firth?
I've been using the 5A. I used to use a heavier stick, but I like a lighter stick now. Yeah, you got good monitors and good PA systems now. You know, you need to, you know. But I still. We just got that one right there, huh? So I'm still slamming it. But as a couple, I'd like to try out. Actually, I just seen it posted at me, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been using.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
All right, Marcus Finney in the booth with us. Marcus, tell us a little bit about what you did last year and what you have coming up this year.
Last year, I did a lot of stuff out with Kirk Waylum, and I put out my own project as well, which you can get if you like, www.marcusfinney.com, project called Boundless. This year, I'm actually planning to do my second record and also getting ready to tour again with Kirk Waylum. Just played on his new record that's going to be released on Valentine's Day, and he used his whole band, and we tracked it down at one time, and which is kind of rare in you know, recording. Most of the time you get a lot of overdubs, and we were able to actually knock it down, you know, one time through on each song. So that's one of the main things I'm doing right now, and got some ins and outs, session work in Nashville, and been thinking about making a move to the big city, LA, big city, not New York. Can't do New York, man. It's too cold. Way too cold for me, man. But Vic Firth, man, has been good to me for quite a few years, and I'm enjoying my 55As, and I don't know if you want to talk about that separately.
No, that's fine. That's
all right.
Good.
Yeah.
That's my next question.
Okay, yeah, 55As, man. Those sticks, when they were sent to me, I actually put them in my hand and didn't have to play anything. They just felt right. So Vic Firth, man, hands down, in my opinion, there is no other stick company. And I say that as humbly as I can, but for me, Vic Firth, man, from across the board, from marching, concert, to drum set, to pepper shakers, pepper grinders, man, they are it. So
Speaking of which,
the pepper grinder. Do you cook? If you don't cook, You should. It will save you money. Pepper is full of antioxidants, in case you didn't know that. And this has a very nice top here. I cook all the time. It has a standard fine to coarse setting for the pepper grinder in there. And put whatever type of peppercorns in here you want, whether it's black pepper or tricolor pepper, red pepper, whatever. And get your pepper grinding on, man. Made with the best wood by the best wood makers, Vic Firth Company.